want to cite one statistic a lot of our audience is probably familiar with, which is on average, according to CEB, 5.4 people now have to formally sign off on B2B purchases. So with the multiple contacts and the multiple channels that you just described, I imagine that measuring the effectiveness of an account-based marketing program can get very complicated. So Anudit, how should someone start to approach measuring the effectiveness of an ABM campaign?
Yeah, now that's the million-dollar question, right? I mean, we have many smart people that are trying to solve the measurement and attribution problem. My philosophy on that is around how do you get to a point where you have a least common denominator that you can actually measure against, right? So as you said, there are 5.4 decision makers or signing authorities for a B2B conversion, if you will. And I think the numbers also talk about 7 different organizations within a business and 14 or 15 different people within the organizations and so on. And therefore, measuring the effectiveness of an ABM campaign is not as simple as, I spent $10 and I actually closed a $100,000 deal, right? It's more about how far in the organization did I actually go through, and what was the actual efficacy of the campaign that I ran. And in a very simplistic manner, if I can use some kind of a data asset to essentially always tie back to a unique identifier that identifies the account and not necessarily the person, then it becomes easier for me, relatively easier for me, to figure out whether the campaign that I'm driving or anything that I'm doing is actually working with the account that I care about.